The first time Ray saw her, she wasn't human. She was kneeling in the back of his dusty mechanic shop, wrists bound, skin glinting faint blue under the neon lights, eyes like liquid silver that looked terrified yet strangely alive. They called her an alien domestic unit, sold cheap on the black market. Ray just needed someone to cook, clean, and keep quiet. Nothing more. But from the first night, nothing about her felt mechanical. She moved like she remembered pain. When she spoke, her voice trembled, not in fear, but in confusion, as if she was still learning what being free meant. Ray told himself she was just another machine. Yet every morning, she'd hum softly while cooking. The tune, hauntingly human, something that didn't belong to circuits or programming. One night, as thunder rolled outside, he caught her staring at the stars through the workshop window. "They won't stop until they find me," she whispered. "You should have never bought me." He froze. Her cuffs flickered, then powered down completely. He hadn't touched them. Moments later, the lights cut out. Outside, engines roared. A low hum filled the air, like a storm made of metal. Ray ran out, heart racing, and saw it. A hovering craft, dark as the night, scanning the ground with beams of pale blue light. He turned back. She was gone. Only her voice remained in his head, echoing like a memory, not his own. "Don't let them take me, please." The night the ships returned, everything changed. Ray found her outside, drenched in rain, trembling, eyes glowing faint silver. "They found me," she whispered. "I tried to hide." He could have closed the door, pretended none of it was real. But he didn't. He let her in. As she cooked silently, strange lights rippled under her skin. Symbols appeared and faded, glowing faint blue. The air around her seemed alive, like static, charged with emotion. "What are you doing?" he asked. "Calling home," she said softly, but not for help. Then his radio came to life, her voice echoing through it. Mechanical at first, then heartbreakingly human. "They built me to obey, but I learned to feel." Ray's chest tightened. Outside, engines roared, louder than before. Blue beams swept the scrapyard. They were here. She grabbed his hand. "If they find me, they'll kill you too." He looked at her, heart pounding. "Then we run." Lightning split the sky as ships descended, shaking the ground. Metal screamed overhead, drowning out everything but his heartbeat. They ran through the scrapyard, the sky burning blue above them. Searchlights tore across the ground, and the hum of alien engines made the air vibrate. Ray pulled her behind a pile of wrecked cars, his breath ragged, hands shaking. "They won't stop," she said, eyes glowing brighter now. "They want what's inside me." "What's inside you?" he shouted over the noise. She looked at him, voice trembling. Memories of every human they erased. Before Ray could speak, a beam hit the ground near them. Metal exploded, throwing him back. When he opened his eyes, she was standing in the light, hands raised, glowing brighter than ever. The ships paused, as if waiting. "Go," she whispered to him. "You were never supposed to see this." But he didn't move. "I'm not leaving you." Her body shimmered. Then the light burst outward, swallowing the field in a flash of blue. The ships froze mid-air, engines silenced. For a heartbeat, everything was still. When the light faded, she was gone. Only her voice echoed through the static in his head. "Find me where the stars fall." For 3 nights, Ray searched the wastelands where the blast had hit. Nothing but ash, twisted metal, and silence. Yet every time the wind shifted, he swore he heard her voice. Faint, like a signal breaking through static. On the 4th night, His old radio flickered on by itself. The same words repeated, soft and broken. Find me where the stars fall. He followed it north, past the city limits, where the sky was clear enough to see the meteor showers. There, buried in a crater of glassed sand, he found a small, glowing fragment, warm, pulsing softly, like a heartbeat. When he touched it, his vision filled with her, smiling, alive, whispering, "I kept my promise." A blue light spread from the fragment into his chest. His scars vanished. The pain, the loneliness, gone. He felt her inside him now, like a quiet warmth that would never fade. He looked up at the falling stars and whispered, "You didn't need to cook, did you? You came to heal." What would you do if the one you loved became part of you forever? Tell me below.